Hey, what's up, Driver Success family? It's Moses here, and I just want to encourage those of you that haven't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe and be part of the Driver Success family. I want us to get to know each other. I'm looking actually for ways of how we can really connect and get to know each other. I really want us to support each excuse me, to support each other and help each other succeed, not only in driving trucks but in career in general, in our lives, in the different things we do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there is a video that I need to make. I realized I haven't yet really introduced myself here on the channel. I did it on the podcast, but I haven't yet done it on the channel, so I probably will make a video introducing myself. But I just want to talk about, I made a video talking about the advantages of becoming a truck driver or starting a career in trucking. And today I kind of want to make another video to counterbalance those advantages, because I just want to talk about the other side that may make you maybe decide not to be a truck driver, because I want you to know the pros and the cons. I want you to know the advantages and the disadvantages. I want you to know some of the things that you may look at and say, trucking is not for me. So yesterday we said that the advantages are that the investment you make both in time and money to become a truck driver is minimal. We also said that the job outlook is really good. It's easy to find a job. The other thing is no one is watching over your shoulder every now and then, so if you want the freedom to work on your own, that's an advantage. It's also easy to move from being an employee to owning your own truck or trucking company. It's one of the few industries or jobs that I know where you can transition from being an employee to becoming an owner. And then we also talked about the fact that the pay is decent enough to be able to take care of your company. I mean, to take care of your family, or to take care of the bills and all that stuff. Today what I want to do is talk about the other side, and I want to start with pay. I know it's going to look like a contradiction because I said the pay is decent, but I want to say that the pay is not all that is cranked up to be. Some people really think there's a lot of money in trucking, and I remember before becoming a truck driver, I used to hear that truck drivers make a lot of money, so that's one of the reasons I got into. But I did not ask how much they make and what is involved in making the so-called mucho money. So today I want to talk about that and say that the money really depends on personal needs, because what I call big money may not be what you call big money. What you call big money may not be what I call big money. So that is going to depend. But I want to give you a figure that you can work off of. So on average, right now, as I record this video, I want you to assume that a truck driver makes between 40 and 45,000. That's what I want you to assume. Now, if you are hungry, you'll be able to make more than that, even double that. And I'm talking as an employee. I'm not talking as an owner, an operator. No, I'm talking about an employee. You can be able to make 70,000, 80,000, or even more. I have interviewed a driver who works for FedEx that makes 100,000, somewhere around 100,000 a year. There are companies out there. You have to know the companies, you have to know what is involved in the work, because you may have to specialize in some parts of trucking. but it's possible to earn 70, 80, or even more. But I want you to consider 40 to 45,000 because that's the average. When you start out, that's what I want you to look at. At my previous employment, I was earning in the mid 50s. I was earning somewhere around 55, 57. But I don't want you to look at that. Consider between 40 and 45 and then work off of that. When I moved here in Texas, I wanted to earn more than, I wanted to earn somewhere 60 plus. And that is still my goal. But you have to know exactly how to achieve that, because it is doable. You can earn more, but you have to know what is involved, what you have to do. That's why I took my tankers and my husband to open up more opportunities. But I want you to think of between 40 and 45,000. So if that isn't big money for you, then you know why I'm listing this as disadvantage. If that is good money for you, then consider it as an advantage. The other thing I want you to also think about is that trucking is so time consuming. You will spend a lot of time away from your loved ones, especially if you drive over the road. If you just start out, you're gonna spend a lot of time away from loved ones. And I know many people that have lost marriages, or people that have even just quit trucking. They come in, they try it for a few months, and they just can't handle it because of the time you spend away from loved ones. So I want you to think about it. Is there a way not to spend a lot of time away from loved ones? Yes, but I don't know if I made a video where I mentioned this. I want you to think of the first 6 months as really being away from loved ones, because then if you have 6 months experience, it's becoming easier and easier to get into regional runs where you are home maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, or even sometimes you could be able to get a local position. Like I know with JB Hunt, I work for them right now. Boom. I know that if you have 6 months experience, you could be able to join the intermodal department. So that is something that you may want to look into. But it's a lot of time away from loved ones. The other thing is it will also take time away from the other things that you may want to do. Actually, I'm planning on making a video where I talk about things I wish I knew before, or things that I could, if I had to start off again, what I would do differently. And I'll talk about how trucking will take your time, that you will fail to do the other things that you may want to do. The other thing that is a disadvantage is there are no really opportunities to advance. When you are a truck driver, you can't become like, there are no, you know, like how some jobs you'll start from down and then you go advancing. In this industry, it's very hard to advance up the ladder. I mean, you're a truck driver, it's really hard to advance to other areas. So if you're looking for a career with advancement opportunities, I want you to know that they are not here in trucking. Most people, the way they do it is, if they want to advance, they will either become owner operators, or they will look into training like CDL schools and all that stuff. So that's one of the problems we have. The other thing, the last one, it may be a big deal to you, it may not be a big deal, is that sometimes truck drivers are not appreciated, or should I say they are despised. There are people who look at trucking as something that is not a good thing. I don't know why, but I know that in some cases the way they look at trucking or truck drivers is really not good. So if you're looking for something that will give you some some level of worthiness, then this isn't the career for you. And I'm thinking really, in general, you shouldn't be getting your worthiness from what you do, but who you are. But I think I want to mention that because I know I don't want you to go into some places and realize that the trucking career or truck drivers are despised. So those are the things that you can look at as quote-unquote disadvantages, in that the money may not be as good as you want, it's time consuming, there are no advancement opportunities, and people may despise your career. So hopefully those things will help you decide. You can, if you haven't yet watched the advantages of becoming a truck driver, go watch that video, then watch this one, and then see if this is the career you want to make. Again, if you have questions, send them to moses@driversuccess.com. If you haven't yet become part of the Driver Success family, please subscribe, send me an email. Let's make a family here. Let's make something great. Until next time, stay blessed and stay safe. Bye-bye.